Well, hello, Magical Butter community. I'm Leather Storrs in the Magical Butter kitchen. A trick I'm gonna do today is a blanch and shock of my cannabis. That's funky. Magical Butter strainer, you have 3 of them. Use the biggest. This is 1.5 ounces of decent trim. Boom, in the strainer and in the water. Just kind of whoosh it around a little bit, make sure it's all getting saturated. What I want you to see is what happens to the water, both here in the blancher, the boiling water, and in the shocker. And if you were like I am over the top of this, what you could smell is almost like a hay barn. Look at that, dank, grody. We're gonna go straight there, a little shake into the ice water. Okay, so what I've done so far, boiling water, ice water, and then a nice squeeze, get as much water out of it as possible. Fancy reveal. Here we go. Color, relatively unchanged, definitely softer, a little broken down. We blanched, we shocked, and now we dehydrate. And I am now just gonna put this right on the dehydrator, spread it out, and I'm gonna take this slowly, probably about 120. Setting the timer for 10 hours. This is gonna take overnight. We'll be back tomorrow. Standard decarb in that fancy ass Magical Butter box. Then into the butter. I might have a couple more tricks to show you. Welcome back, y'all. Yesterday we put this in the dehydrator. Here it is, 12 hours later, dry. And we're gonna go straight into the decarb box. The lid goes on. Oven is at, what did I say, 250? 30 minutes from now, Magical Butter. I'm glad you're still with me on this odyssey, this advanced step in Magical Butter making. Here we go. It doesn't look like much. It's almost a blackish green, but like I was saying, I believe not only does this knock down a fair amount of that vegetable taste, but I have a suspicion that it increases the bioavailability. I have no evidence to support that except for the test results I got. 1.5 ounces. I take my butter, usually I just clarify it to separate the milk solids. In this case, I brown the milk solids a little bit. I'm going to my sweet spot, 160, 2 hours, step away from the machine. And one thing that you'll notice about this butter is that there is almost no green to it. After it's done, I leave it in the container that I strained it into. And then I add, probably about 1/2 cup of water. When it cools in the fridge, it'll be fat on top and water on the bottom. So I'm gonna throw this in the fridge. All the solid matter is gonna settle down, go into the water, or right on the bottom of the fat. You can scrape it right away. This is gorgeous, dark, golden, toasty butter. Be ready to roll. All right, here we are. Finally, the destination. Our blanched cannabis brown butter. It's been cleaned. If I were you, store it in the freezer in smaller quantities, 2 ounces. I'm Leather Storrs, at Leather Storrs is my Instagram handle. I'm from Portland, Oregon, and I appreciate you spending some time with me. I love being down here. Right on.